Welcome once again to Breakfast Central. Now let's quickly talk sports. A lot of people still excited about that game yesterday as Nigeria put in a very ruthless performance to crush Sao Tome and Principe 10-0 in a 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier played at the Stade Adrar in Agadir, Morocco on Monday afternoon. The Super Eagles had 6 different scorers, including a 4-goal haul from starman Victor Osimhen, as they emphatically claimed top spot at the Group A standings, shrugging off a somewhat underwhelming showing in last week's 2-1 win over Sierra Leone. It was also an all-time record win for Nigeria's senior men's team, scoring 10 goals, or rather passing the 10 goals to 1 win over Dahomey, which was, of course, now Benin Republic from way back in 1959. Nigeria leads Group A on 6 points at the top of the log ahead of Guinea-Bissau, who drew away to Sierra Leone. The teams will return to African qualification action in September with Sao Tome and Principe facing Sierra Leone, while Nigeria will tackle Guinea-Bissau. We, of course, are going to be speaking this morning with the Nigerian football commentator Matthew Edafe. Good morning, Mr. Edafe. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Sarige. How you doing?
Fantastic. This is the biggest victory for the 3-time champions since independence. How would you rate yesterday's performance against Sao Tome?
A lot of people say that the team that we played against is Lilliputans. They are underdogs who were 35th in the world, 5th in Africa. But rankings don't play football. We played against lesser teams before and we struggled. That's the reason why we let Ganadraw go. That's also the reason why Eguavon is not the coach again. When this coach came in and we played those 2 friendly games, people were not convinced. So I think that talking it down is not fair on the coach and the players as well. But the players also showed us that they advanced of the non-qualification for the World Cup. I know it's still going to hurt us by November when the World Cup starts properly. But it was a good one. The setup in the first place was good. And I'm going to extend a thank you message to Frank Lampard for what he's done to Alex Iwobi, because all of a sudden, Alex Iwobi now knows what it means to be a number 10. And the way he switched with a table was fantastic. And the coach also showed that he's not really scared to make the big calls. He's not scared to yank off players and also put them on the bench. The only thing that was bothering me was in a game like this, why didn't Siridesas get to play after playing in the 2 friendly matches? But hey, you take joy out of a game that you win 10 goals to nothing. I think everything just came to the fore. The wingers that are not crossing the ball properly crossed the ball well. The midfield was stable. The defenders a little bit shaky, but was also okay. Goalkeeper didn't have much work to do. I'm very happy because it's about time we bring that confidence, and this is one of the best ways to do it.
Okay, a lot of people also argued that Coach Eusebio's charges were completely poor with marking and tackling. Do you also argue the same, or were the Super Eagles just completely heads and shoulders above them?
So if they were poor, it's because in Warri, the local palace in Warri, in Pidgin English, we will say, na pressure the boss pipe. So if they were poor, it's as a result of the fact that the Eagles were so good, it made them look poor. When you watch Liverpool play the Genge pressing in the Premier League against smaller teams and you see how horrible they get, it's not because those teams are horrible, because you see them in other games playing well, but it's because the Liverpool team is too hard to handle. So I think it's the same thing with this game. The Super Eagles were just too hard to handle and they came in with all their force. Osimhen was in his element. Don't forget that 3 of his goals were disallowed for offside, and we had all these players. For the very first time, I've always said that if you give Osimhen a strike partner, he would do better. For the very first time, he had a strike partner in the team in Terry Murphy, who knows how to do the dip. He goes up and comes down, link up with the midfield properly. So it helped Osimhen not to run too much. It was closer to goal, and it made it easy for him to score. And then Alex Iwobi was playing well. I don't think it was about the Eusebio's boys, the Sao Tome Principe team not playing well, but it was about the Super Eagles getting all the screws well tightened, and then there was no room for mistake.
All right, the Eagles also won this game without fielding their consistent centre-back Truce Ekong and some other key players. Does the back-to-back victory guarantee Nigerian fans that the new coach and his team are on the right path?
Well, we've got 12 goals from 2 games, 6 points maximum. The closest team to us is Guinea-Bissau, 4 points. They drew after taking a 2-goal lead against Sierra Leone. They considered the red card, and then it ended 2-2. You would say we're on the right path. The most important thing is once upon a time, qualification has always been an easy thing. Before Ghana Traore, we didn't qualify for 2 Nations Cup, and then he came in, he made it easy, and then we got tired of qualification, we wanted to win. So this man is starting afresh again on a clean slate. He's on the right path right now, but there is still a lot to be done. We've not played with a defensive midfielder in the 2 games that we've played. Bonke didn't play, Wilfred is not available. We still need to fix that position. But who cares if you're scoring 10 goals and you don't have a defensive midfielder? Nobody really cares.
Absolutely. And of course, they also say records, or when records get broken, a new record is created. Victor Osimhen scored 4 goals and provided 2 assists in that encounter, therefore becoming the fastest player to reach 15 goals for the Super Eagles, also surpassing former Nigerian internationals. What's your take on this achievement for Osimhen?
Well, I mean, we all watched Victor Osimhen set the record at the Under-17 World Cup. We knew that this was a special one, the most expensive transfer ever made from grassroots football to Europe, 3.7 million euros to Wolfsburg when that transfer happened. So we already know that there was something special about him, and he's been a beast when he's fully fit, when he's ready. There are some times where, I mean, we talk about his SSC, sometimes it doesn't go well, and we want to complain about it, but the record speaks for themselves. 4 goals in a single game, you can say all you like, but Cristiano Ronaldo scored 5 goals against San Marino, who will say he's the GOAT. When Messi scored 5 goals again against Estonia the other day, who said he's the GOAT. So if Victor Osimhen scores 4 against Sao Tome Principe, we should take it as what it is, that this guy is a goal monger. And he wasn't only the striker on the field. If he's at the right place at the right time scoring those goals, then it's good for him. And he also showed that he could also create for his teammates. Created 2, he had a chance to also make it 5 by scoring the last penalty kick, but because he's the designated penalty kick taker of the team. But guess what? He allowed Emmanuel Dennis, who didn't really have a fantastic game when he came on, unlike Ahmed Musa, who came in and was really the governor, but let him take a kick. So thumbs up to Victor Osimhen. He couldn't put any foot wrong. Remember, he scored the winning goal against Sierra Leone as well.
All right, Mr. Daffy, thank you so much for your time. And congratulations to the Super Eagles once again. Congratulations to the new coach. Looking forward to seeing them also climb higher on the ratings, basically, across the world. Thanks once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
All right.